Welcome back to the news at 10. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry this week made his third visit to Nigeria in nearly 2 years. Unlike the last time he visited, when he warned against violence in elections, the U.S. policy on perpetrators of violence, his message this time was one of commendation. First, to the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Sayyad Abubakar, for his efforts at promoting religious tolerance and the president's anti-corruption campaign. He even drew a promise from President Muhammadu Buhari to deepen and institutionalize the anti-corruption campaign and formulate policies that would policies for which violators would be facing the consequences according to the rule of law. Joining me now to review Mr. Kerry's visit is a senior lecturer in the Department of Political Science at the University of Lagos, Dr. Godwin Okeke. Thank you for joining us on the News at 10.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. It's his third time, and in less than 100 days he'll be out of office following the end of this president's administration in the United States. So why do you think Mr. Kerry made this visit now?
Well, I probably can see it from the point of view of continuity of America's interest in Nigeria. But beyond that, I want to look at it from the point of view that, the issue of Boko Haram terrorism, which has become global in terms of the allegiance to ISIS, which is America's major headache. I think what they want to do is to see how Nigeria will be able to curb that and protecting America's interest in Nigeria as a whole. But one we have wanted to look at it from a more comprehensive approach, whereby other, America's interest in Nigeria will be protected because of the fact that there are other, discordant voices that constitute potent threats to Nigeria's security. America has declared 20 states unsafe for American citizens in Nigeria.
And Mr. Kerry visited one of those states.
Of course. So these are the issues with probably there could have been a comprehensive approach in terms of how America will approach Kerry's visit to Nigeria. But it was restricted to the north. He visited some governors and other stakeholders in the north and had a private closed-up meeting with the president.
Now, he had that closed-door meeting with the president. We still don't know the details of which they are. The president did say, made his promise after Mr. Kerry left. What do you imagine both of them could have talked about?
Well, there are serious American interests that should be protected in Nigeria. But you see, I think it's better we approach from what we know from what we do not know, because that discussion is not open to the public. But whatever happens, I think is characteristics of the old diplomacy, where agreements are shrouded in secrecy. Because if you look at it from the point of view of the fact that Obama just has a few days to go, a few months to go, and this visit is coming at this point in time. And it was not extended to the former administration of Goodluck Jonathan, when in fact, even up to the point of that United Nations office in Abuja was bombed, America did not offer any assistance to Nigeria. So it leaves a lot of unanswered questions at this point in time. And
that's where we leave it, unanswered questions. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Okeke.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's on to sports news now. Here's Ayotunde Balogun.
Many thanks, Marachi. Italian club Bologna have signed Nigerian striker Okonkwo on a long-term deal from FC Abuja Academy. The 18-year-old starred at the 2015 Under-17 World Cup, helping Nigeria to win a record 5th title. He's the third player from the 2015 Nigeria Under-17 side to join European clubs after Victor Osimhen went to Wolfsburg and Kelechi Nwakali joined Arsenal. FIFA has opened formal proceedings against former South Africa football chief Kirsten Namatandani and 2 other functionaries over alleged violations connected to fixing international friendlies in 2010. The global soccer body Independent Ethics Committee said it opened cases against Namatandani, former Zimbabwe Football Association official Jonathan Muzavengana, and former Togo national team coach Bana Chanile. Robbie Keane has announced that the Republic of Ireland's friendly against Oman in Dublin on August the 31st will be his last international. Keane was named in the Republic squad for the Oman game and the opening World Cup qualifier against Serbia on September the 5th. However, the LA Galaxy striker later released a statement confirming his impending international retirement. Keane has scored a record 67 goals for the Republic of Ireland in 145 appearances. And that's a wrap in sports news. The News at 10 continues shortly.
The death toll has gone up to 120 from 73 earlier today, with 368 people injured from the 6.2 magnitude earthquake that hit the mountainous area of central Italy. The tremor was felt across Italy from Bologna to the north to Naples in the south, with dozens of aftershocks. Meanwhile, Syrian rebels backed by the Turkish military has claimed control over the town of Jarablus, once under the Islamic State. President Tayyip Erdogan announced in a speech that the operation against the militants and members of the Syrian Kurdish Democratic Union Party terror groups began this afternoon. Turkish warplanes, tanks and special forces personnel made their way across the nearby border and reported that most of the IS militants had retreated. It comes as U.S. Vice President Joe Biden was in Turkey today, where he warned members of the Syrian Democratic Forces that they had to return to the east of the river Euphrates if they wanted to continue receiving help from the United States. And the main news again. The Federal Executive Council today approved a 3-year fiscal plan to kickstart the process for preparation of the 2017 budget. The federal government also restated its intention to vigorously pursue non-oil-driven economy. Also today, the former INEC chairman, Professor Atahiru Jega, advocated the independence of Nigeria's broadcast media at the second annual lecture of the National Broadcasting Commission in Abuja. And in Italy, a massive earthquake struck in the central part of the country, killing 120 people. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.
This is Channels Television, celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting.